Brooke, let's talk about weight loss. So tell me how much weight people are losing. Tell me about the sugar detox.
You know, when it comes to the sugar detox, the problem is that moderation doesn't work. It needs to be done in a very specific way because Americans especially overeat it all.
How much sugar are we eating?
So Americans are eating 150 pounds of sugar every single
What
year.
type of sugar is that, though? When you say that,
that's what I wanted
kind of
to know.
sugar are we talking about?
All sugar, added sugars especially.
Well, I actually read somewhere that added, like, table sugar, if we're talking plain table sugar, we're actually down. We're consuming less in table sugar than we've ever consumed.
Yeah, because we're seeing it in different formats. We're seeing it in high fructose corn syrup. We're seeing it in all different forms. We're eating fructose all the time. Even agave, all these artificial sweeteners, we're eating tons of. This is the amount of sugar that the average American eats every year. This is disgusting.
Is that much for a whole year?
If that's all Americans, I don't think it looks like that much.
No, the average American eats this every year. It is too much sugar. The audience was polled. They actually think they're only eating 20 pounds. This is what all of you thought you were eating.
But do we know in what type of products they thought they were consuming this? Again, that's my question.
No, right. It could be wine, it could be pineapple, it could be bananas.
It could be fruit. I mean, there's sugar in vegetables.
Right.
I think we have to remember where it comes from. So I think education is important.
Yes,
but we do. The sodas are this big. You go into 7-Eleven, it's crazy the size of the soda.
I'm not debating someone shouldn't drink a
coffee,
soda like that.
Starbucks, they're filled with sugar, the syrup.
Agreed.
Okay.
That's crazy.
All right, we're going to continue.
America's obesity epidemic isn't because of people eating too much fruit or too many vegetables.
Right.
Because they're eating too much this, they're eating too much of that, too much soda.
But how do we know they're not eating too much fat? You know,
well,
what about the bacon cheese?
It's got to be contributing on some level. You even, okay, all right, time out. We're going to take a sugar time out right now. All right, we are talking about sugar. And you're pregnant, right?
8 months. Pregnant.
Okay, I don't want everyone to think you're bloated and talking about.
I had too much sugar.
She had
Congratulations. So it seems to me, and this comes up a lot during these diet debates, that you're saying if everybody could be moderate about sugar, you would be fine with that, but you're kind of doing a detox to have people readjust and introduce it into their diet in a reasonable way because we're consuming too much. Is that what you're kind of saying?
First of all, I think moderation's a dirty word. We don't do drugs in moderation. No one's recommending drinking and driving in moderation, crack cocaine in moderation.
But we need
things
to eat
that are
for
bad.
life.
I disagree. I think people can. You have to learn how to not have anxiety about food and sugar and binge.
Absolutely. But I think moderation is touted all the time by experts, including ones with my equal credentials, and I don't think it works. Doing things in moderation doesn't work. So
Hold on, let's ask how many people can do some things in moderation?
All right, yay.
Honestly, how many people can eat in moderation? Here, clap if you can. How many are either on a diet or binging? Clap your hands. Okay, I do think it used to be like that. I think that people have evolved a little intellectually know that if you eat a muffin the size of your ass, then maybe you should have a salad for lunch. You know, like I think that people have gotten to that point.
People are learning. You know, we need to look at other things. We need to look at who got a good night's sleep here. You know, we need to make sure we've gotten a good night's sleep. Who's gotten any exercise in yet today? We need to look at a lot of different things.
Nothing is more important to your weight and to your overall well-being than what you're putting into your body.
I agree with that.
Also, what you put in your body is fuel. So I just think we need to remember that carbohydrates is fuel. Our body needs it, so we can't eliminate it.
And I'm not anti-carbohydrates. There's whole grains in the sugar detox. The problem is we eat too much added sugar, and we eat too much of natural sugars. We eat too much in general. That's the problem.
Okay, nice button.
Right.
I
can't argue with that one.
I mean, I agree that moderation is a key. I mean, I understand you don't like that word, but I've seen people diet or cut out things and they don't lose any weight. They're still the same size.
I mean,
I've seen people go to moderation. I do moderation. I eat sugar. I don't eat it every day all the time. I may eat a cookie before I go to bed. Just because I want that.
Do you eat white flour or white rice?
Once in a while, yeah.
And why not?
But you're conscious.
But I'm conscious of it. And I've lost weight and everything else. So I don't believe that you have to completely cut it all out.
Diet is a bad word.